Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ozark Outpost in Dixon, Missouri. This is France, July 1936. As I'm sure you can guess, this is going to be a very short round. Like it or not, being France in this game, just, you know from the start it isn't going to be very much fun. But it is what it is. Let's just have a quick look at the situation for France around the globe. I mean, right here in home country, they've got a few guys, not a bad army, a respectable army, but there just isn't really a lot they can do. I mean, over here in Alsace, behind the Maginot Line, they've got 3 infantry and a motorized infantry. They've got a few guys there in Paris they can back them up with. They've got a commander there in the center, an artillery and infantry, a fighter, and a medium bomber. But, it's not going to end well for France. Everybody knows that. As far as their Navy goes, they have a small squadron there in the Bay of Biscay, which is just kind of hanging out, drinking some wine, eating some cheese, chasing girls around in the surf. Down here in the Med, they've got a few ships down there, not a bad fleet, but they don't have the economy to build it up any farther, really. They've got one lone legionnaire securing their colonies in North Africa. They've got one militia over here in Syria protecting their other desert possession. And then over here in Southeast Asia, they've got one guy sitting there in Saigon, sweating, waiting for the inevitable, and a transport there teasing him with the possibility of an escape route. They might use it, they might not. We'll have to see. They're not at war with anyone, so there isn't going to be any combat. There isn't really any point to shift anybody around at this point because they know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. We just don't know specifically what territory it's going to happen in. So we'll let that unfold before we reinforce anything. The French start this round with 6 francs in their bank. They're not going to spend anything. They're going to save that and add to it and see what they can do on their next turn. They have one research chip over there because they have one major factory there in Paris. As a matter of fact, that major is the only factory that France has. So, let's do their research roll and see if they can do something. I thought about this for a little bit. There isn't really too much of anything they can do weapon-wise, I think, that's going to help them. Because here again, if you're going to research an advanced weapon, you have to have the money to be able to build it, to put it in the field, and they just don't. And there isn't really too much other than weapons there that they can research that's going to do them any good. So I decided they're going to roll for improved factories. If they can develop that, then when the time comes to really start spending money, they'll be able to crank out a few more units in Paris. And it's one of the few techs they could develop that isn't going to aid the Germans when the eventual fall comes. Because it doesn't matter if you're the Germans, capturing an improved major in Paris doesn't matter because you can't use it as anything but a minor. The rules don't allow for captured factories to be used as anything but a minor. And captured factories cannot be upgraded. So this is a safe technology play for the French. So they need a 7 in order to start that. And they rolled a 2, so no joy there. Let's move to place units. They just have 1 submarine over there in the box. So we'll get that out here. Move the camera over there. I think we'll take their submarine and we'll put it, excuse me, I think we'll put it right here. No, we can't put it there because there's no shipyard servicing the Bay of Biscay. Oh, yes, there is. There's a major shipyard right there. So we'll just slide that submarine right in there. That's it. Pretty simple and uneventful turn. So this is the Ozark Outpost, over and out.